Match One Podcast, not nothing.
And you are not tuned in with the Match One Podcast.
Man, Match One Podcast. If you ain't matching one, nigga, you dapping one, man. You did what I'm saying.
Hey, man. Roll one, smoke one. This the Match One Podcast.
Match One Podcast, number one podcast station. You already know it's Match One. Better match two if you ready, though. Come on.
Match One Podcast, man. Shout out to my man Zeus and T did and this motherfucker, man. Scrap life, scrap love, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm fucked up with these niggas, man. Match One, bitch.
Match One, man. Fam, C-Town shit, man. Tuning in. Real topics. Good energy, man.
And we in here matching one with the Match One Podcast.
Shout out to y'all, man. I'm high as a motherfucker. Scrap
love.
All my niggas smoking green, yelling out Match One.
And you're now tuned in with Match One. Let's get it.
Yo. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yo. Mic check.
Yo.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Radio voice.
Mic check. That's your radio voice?
Nah, that was the sound of it. I don't hear it.
Oh, radio. Okay, I got you. You were just saying what the sound effect was saying. All right.
I guess this is it right here. This supposed to be the radio voice.
Okay.
It sounds like my regular voice to me.
Let me get this shit started. They're going to get that. Because we got the lines. Let me show.
Oh, the phone lines are going crazy right now.
Okay.
Match One Radio. Call in. 855-1867-MATCH.
I don't even know if that's enough numbers.
No,
okay.
It's probably too many, but...
Anyway, man, it's your boy Zeus, a.k.a. Thunder, a.k.a. Lego, a.k.a. the Hood Motherfucking Geek, a.k.a. Mr. Orde Loca Singayado. Or just Zeus the Comedian.
Yeah. Said all that to say that.
Or just Zeus the Comedian.
And I go by King Jordan Diddy. Welcome to the Match One Podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I don't confuse people. They be like, damn, I thought Zeus the Comedian was on this show.
Yeah.
And they be listening and hearing all these other Zeus and this everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they go Orde Loco.
Yeah, Orde Loca Singayado. Shout out to the Dominican. I ain't say that, but shout out to the Dominican, man. My brother, we back in the motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Man. So, Joe Buddy, you stopped down last week's episode. I think we just keep picking beef with like big people.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I mean,
fuck you, but damn brilliant idiots.
Charlamagne said, "Fuck me."
That's why our episode ain't come out last week.
Yeah.
So y'all niggas been like, what's going on with the episodes and shit, man? Joe Buddy, see the powers that be, that's in the podcast and shit. They be trying to slow it down, you know what I'm saying? And we had to goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Charlamagne just mad because we didn't sign to the new podcast platform and all that shit. So now he trying to hate.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't come with enough money, so now he trying to block, you know. But, just, you know, you got to switch up your offer, increase a little bit, you know.
Joe Buddy, too.
And we can goddamn make some shake, man. But y'all ain't got to, you know, try to block a nigga.
Yeah. It's everybody network. Joe Buddy Network, Spotify. We in like this huge negotiation shit, man. They really coming at us, y'all, and they slowing us down. So if y'all like, what happened to the episode?
Did you get the shit Spotify sent?
Yeah, I seen that shit. And, so everybody like, what happened? Like we recorded all last year. It's just they were blocking us. They were blocking us. They were blocking us. You know? So then y'all was like, oh shit, y'all ain't. No, we didn't put shit out. It just Revolt. Hey, did it? He text you? I gave him your number.
It might have been him. I got a tip.
It come from an unknown. It come from an unknown. So he might just say something like, "Yo." Yeah. That's what he said. He said to me, and I was like, "Who the fuck?" He was like, "This me, Revolt." So yeah, that's just we had to give our listeners a backdrop on what was going on, because you know these other big places trying to stop us. We are an award-winning podcast.
Take that.
Anyways, my brother, we are back in this motherfucker. We are back in this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know where to really start it. We can start. You want to start with what we were talking about before the show?
We can start with the obvious.
I mean, it really is. It's in this day and era. It's a different obvious.
That might be like the biggest news story of the week.
It's very big
in the black community.
For those that don't know, we are speaking about the Honeycomb Brazy situation. It's the rapper Honeycomb Brazy. He's from Mobile, Alabama, right?
Yeah.
He had some shit went on. his grandparents' house was burnt up, but not only that, they were shot and burnt up. And the nigga sent him the video of the shit.
They were shot and killed and burnt up.
They sent him the video of the shit.
Well, no. I think that was like a misconception.
Okay.
Like the nigga didn't send him the video of the house burning. Cause I saw that too. But what it was, I think it was like one of the neighbors was on live, and he was telling motherfuckers in the live tag brazen.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So that what it was. That's how he was on the live, cause nigga tagged him in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That shit's some crazy shit, man. You know, condolences to his grandparents, man. That's a hard way to.
That's a hard one.
Hard way of going out.
That's a hard one.
To be grandparents and go out that way.
And then right at this point in his career where it's like he just really starting to rise, you know, like nigga fought with it. What the fuck outside? Biker boy?
You know.
So yeah, nigga had to fight with, you know, he had a lot of legal shit going on at first. When he first got hot, all the legal shit went to him, and then, you know, he went to jail and did a little time. And you know, a lot of motherfuckers, especially coming from that position where they ain't already, you know, they caught a little buzz, but they ain't really caught it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers a little prison bid to fuck you up, you know. But, you know, nigga did a little prison bid, got out, you know, and he, you know, worked his shit back up, got back hot, got his shit back right, you know. Got with Rap a Lot, I think.
Yeah,
I know
that's what I was
Rap
Rap a Lot,
some
right?
shit like that.
Jay Prince, shout out Jay Prince.
So goddamn, man, you know. Right at that point, the way it's like, you know, I see you doing a lot of features and shit now. You know, he getting the money. That's the point where he gonna rise. You know, he just like a song away, and it just Illuminati.
I mean, don't say that. Okay, all right, Joe Budden, y'all. Again, just in the middle of us recording, huh?
Yeah, they trying to.
But what we talking about? We talking about Jonathan Hudson.
That was another tragedy in black entertainment that was kind of similar to this.
I mean, we kind of starting off dark, but what is some of the worst ones? Like, not people getting killed is worse. Like, I'm saying that when I say hip hop.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, though. People getting killed is bad, but like some shit like that happening to a motherfucking
like
family.
A family, yeah. Like somebody ain't got nothing to do with. We don't know at times, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't really think of other people at this
I can't either, for real. Somebody else.
It's a lot of shit, but we start, then that's when we start going out that Illuminati road, and I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
It's
hard. It ain't really a lot of them with like relevant niggas. I say some shit like Crunchy Black daughter got killed.
But she was, you know, when he talked about that shit, she was with a gang nigga that got down. He said, you know, Crunchy Black funny when he be talking about Glad. Hey, Glad. But I heard the funniest shit this week. I don't even know how we just jumped on the honeycomb shit, but anyway, the funniest shit this week to me is, have you seen the Drink Champ episode with DMX shit?
No. I ain't watched Drink Champ in a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because I know where you get on your nerves when you get too drunk.
Yeah, I don't like the audio.
Okay.
It get kind of frustrating after a while.
Okay. Well, I fuss with Drake Champ.
And then the show will be too long to listen to that type of audio.
Yeah, I watch them. I mean, because I be intrigued with these stories. I like to hear these motherfuckers, especially old heads. Shout out to Beehive, because Beehive really doing the shit that Drake Champs would for us. Beehive really be fucking with a lot of motherfuckers that I've been wanting to hear.
Beehive, who the fuck is that?
Beehive, man. Radio Shouty. With the
nigga A.
Yes, man. He been doing shit. He got shit with Khaled Parr. He got shit with what's the nigga name? Block. It's just certain motherfuckers that you ain't heard from in years. And that nigga is a great ass interviewer. Cause I thought Sway was one of the best interviewers I've ever seen. Beehive is the best interviewer I've ever seen. Cause these niggas don't even be relevant. But when they interview with him, bro, tell me about your goddamn. I was like, oh shit, Beehive make you feel like, I can tell you about 1989.
But they legendary though.
Very much so.
We need that in the South anyway.
That's what I was saying.
Motherfucker to uphold our goddamn legends like they uphold motherfucker like DMX.
Now with the Beehive shit, we still supposed to be there too though, cause we still need to get some of the legends, more legends on our show.
Yeah.
Because we can ask them different questions than what Beehive asking, because we're gonna be asking it from our standpoint. Beehive be asking the right shit though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying from our standpoint, there's certain shit I know he didn't ask that I would ask, and maybe not on air, off air, but there's certain shit I want to know shit too. But you know he did the CeeLos and everything. But the backtrack, Drink Champs DMX. They said that Pop Smoke is the baby of DMX and 50 Cent, right? The funniest shit to me is when DMX kind of got offended by that shit, but he kind of understood what they were saying, because the nigga was like, he said, it's okay, dog. but he's the girl. He's the woman, not me. I called with Jim, and he's like, okay, I get what you said, but just for the record, 50's the girl. He carried the baby. Right. I was like, this.
When you said that, you know what popped in my head?
What?
That Pop Smoke was like the Lil Baby of like. I thought you were finna say the Lil Baby of New York.
Nah, but you want to have that discussion?
But I can see that.
Had he not died.
Yeah, because he was hot. He was getting hot. Maybe he hotter because of his death.
I think that is very much true.
Maybe he's not the Lil Baby.
But no. Wait, I'm gonna rephrase that. Because the nigga album was good. But we don't know if it would have been because certain artists jumped on it after his death. You can tell on certain songs. So I don't know.
Post-death made him a lot bigger than. So we ain't finna put him on Lil Baby's status.
I be feeling like sometimes these motherfuckers. I be listening to a lot of these interviews. Nigga be kind of disrespecting Lil Baby, not disrespecting him, but not really bringing him up. You get what I'm saying? Like they talk about the babies and shit.
I mean, they slight a lot of South niggas, Southern artists and shit. Like. But you can't really slight Lil Baby, man, cause
the Baby is a Southern artist too, for the record.
Yeah. But Lil Baby don't get the respect cause he like a trap nigga. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to get at the respect, but you got to at the level he at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like he's
up though.
He's very, very. He don't get his due respect.
Lil Baby at a level to where like all you need is a verse.
And you gonna pay for it.
You can pop from there.
You gonna pay for it too though. Yeah, that level.
Yeah, you gonna pay for it. But he one of them artists right now where a verse you can pop from that.
Okay.
Cause I've been on 42 Dub, and I really just been on 42 Dub because of the Lil Baby feature, and he signed to him and shit. But 42 Dub's great. I like him.
Yeah, he is. For one of them niggas at fire, I didn't even realize he was from Detroit. But yeah. So
he rapped just like
it's a line of
T Grizzly and shit.
Yeah. All them kind of rap like when you start listening to a Sada.
They got that sound.
Sada, that nigga, what's my nigga name? The fat nigga, bro. I like that nigga too. They got a song called Joe Exotic, cuz.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He got a song with Sada, baby. Well,
that nigga be tripping though.
Bro, I like that nigga though.
Yeah, he be sliding though.
That nigga be sliding on it, bro.
He like funny with it.
He real funny with that shit. I like that shit though. I can't think of his name right now either. But yeah, shout out to them though, man. I mean, what we want to talk about now, bro?
I don't know, man. Really ain't a lot with now, man. The honeycomb braids shit.
No, I mean, we can't say shit. It's certain shit that I know we can't discuss on here, but it's certain shit that we've been talking about a lot throughout the week that I feel like we can still discuss. We can talk about shit in our city if you want to talk about that shit.
I mean,
it's kind of fun in a way to me how we see this shit. Showed me what social media. I seen the power of social media before, but this I seen it to a different extent.
Yeah.
Now, like I seen like people fearfully just following the lead of other motherfuckers.
And one thing about it though, it could be all types of shit go down in the hood. A lot of shit can go down, you know, amongst the niggas. But once you get them white folks scared, that's when it's a problem. That's when they gonna do something about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, to that, my brother, you know that. That's what's kind of funny for everybody to know. We got some shit going on in our city where they send out this thing telling everybody to stay away from all the kid places in a way, except Chuck E. Cheese. Who could be behind all this shit?
Everywhere except Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese could be behind this whole.
Chuck E. Cheese
could be behind this shit.
Goddamn get capped.
Come on. They the only one that didn't show up on that list.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They trying to get everybody scared to go everywhere else. We on to you, Chucky.
Chucky. Hey, we on to you, Chucky. Hey, bro, you want to have this discussion kind of early in the show? What we talked about earlier this week about the crack era and the scam era, because that was a really good discussion that we had that we didn't record.
Yeah. Take it back. Let's go.
Okay, so we were having this discussion about the scamming. Hey, shout out to any of y'all motherfuckers doing y'all thing. Whatever. Great. But
teach me something.
Huh? Yeah, teach you.
Anybody doing it. But not that I want to learn, but if you happen to DM me at Match1_podcast on Instagram and give me a little recipe,
I ain't saying that I would do it, but I ain't gonna tell on you on that.
Ain't nothing learning. You want to learn shit.
Yeah.
It don't necessarily mean you're going to put it into
I'm just curious.
You might want to know how to fix a plane, but never fix it.
Come on, man.
Just in case.
At Match1_podcast. If somebody just happens to DM me a recipe, though. Oops.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with having a recipe how to make a certain cake that you might make in the future.
Come on, man.
I may never make.
Come on, man.
But it's good just to have.
Just had a recipe in my repertoire.
Okay, so our discussion we was having this week, we was talking about how people don't realize that the government is allowing a lot of shit right now.
Right.
Like they're just like, okay, they're not dumb to what's going on.
Right.
And
they're not really getting away with scamming.
Yeah, right.
They just ain't they just ain't giving a fuck right now.
Not giving a fuck right now. And me and you was talking this week, and I said, man, this kind of reminds me of the crack era. Right? How it wasn't a problem, but they let it just build up, and we seen the downfall of the crack era from every aspect of it. Whether it was the main people going to jail, the users, the later on in the users, how the users really still come up in life, but they still stuck in pretty much just regular life. You know what I'm saying? Like they a lot of people that came from crackheads, or not crackheads, the people that was addicted to crack. Let me say that changed their lives around. Everybody ain't become the extra millionaire, no shit. They just all really became normal civilians in life, right? But even those normal civilians in life are still paying repercussions of the shit that happened through the crack era, right? Whether it's like we were saying, like
even the dealers, certain dealers that done did a lot of time and coming home, you know, they coming home, start over.
So the crack era itself, not only it killed the community in general, like we not the crack use, just everything that happened after that, right? Even when the big people started going down, then your local people started going down, then the users and everything that's why we have the communities that we have now. Shit kind of ran down. All
crack
that
babies coming out of there.
Everything. And multiplying at a fast rate. Because a lot of crackheads was having babies.
Right.
So
sex and drugs go together.
Yeah. So with that whole thing we was talking about how it was just allowed until it got on the other side of the railroad track. That's when everything started crumbling down. Like everybody felt like they was getting away with it. Think about how many motherfuckers were making millions of dollars through the drug era.
Big money.
And they was like, they thought they was getting away with it, but they really technically never were, because it's like the police knew what the fuck was going on the whole time.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, war on drugs. And you made
a good put it together.
You said we were saying it was the war on crack, and you was like, this gonna become the war on scams.
Right.
And I was like, damn.
Because it's a war on scam because it done got to the niggas now.
It done got to us.
See, it's a trickle effect. It came down to us.
But that's
the white folk been doing that shit for years.
That's what I was finna say. Think about the motherfuckers that has been getting the everything that's fucking up the scamming shit right now is because niggas, and I said this a long time. I never said this on air, but I used to say this a lot of the times to people is COVID sat niggas down and niggas started learning. Right? Like a lot of niggas started learning little shit. That's how the scamming shit got to where it was at, because niggas started realizing how these corporations is getting this money.
Yeah, it's a lot of the scamming shit. Like niggas already had the recipe. Yeah. It just really seemed like shit got easier.
It did,
and it got easier for a reason. They started offering shit.
They offered it.
SBA. Here we go, some SBA loans and woo. Niggas found out how to goddamn creep up in that bitch. And how to goddamn finesse and get you some.
But see, it wasn't planned for them for us to figure that shit out, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. They opened it up for people.
I think it was planned for us to figure it out.
You think so?
Especially through this. You know how many motherfuckers would take the chance on scamming in a situation like, you know, when shit fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker jobs fucked up and businesses fucked up and, you know, people losing type of shit, you know. So niggas will take advantage of certain schemes when you fucked up.
So is it safe to say that we can compare that as these, what you call though, like the era, or, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that shit, like the SBA shit and shit like that, I feel like it was given for that, the same way they brought drugs in. Niggas ain't got no plane to bring drugs from overseas. They bringing it and putting it over there. Same way they just brought them SBA shits and shit like that and just put it in a nigga face. Made it just that easy. Then you already know they know a lot of motherfuckers is like scamming, and you know they already talking about how so many folk doing the unemployment scamming and all that, but that shit ain't stopped. That shit still going. You know they talking about. I know they know motherfuckers scamming on the SBA shit.
We seen some people getting banned up for that shit too.
Right, and then they finna do it again.
Yeah,
they gonna do it again. Yeah, they go a second round of these bitches.
Now with that said, now though, are we gonna talk about the discussion that we had that the long term effect that niggas thinking that they're getting away with the scamming, but in the long run they getting this money back in the period.
Oh, they gonna get it back.
When you
believe that,
we was that's how our discussion was about. We was like,
you using your goddamn Social Security number, so already you tied to the money. Your credit fucked. If you ain't paying these folk their money back, your credit is fucked.
And make sure we adding this in the conversation about the young motherfuckers that don't realize at some point in your life you gonna really want to use your credit for something.
You gonna need it
to get you a car, to get you
a point where you gonna where that shit finna bite you. That shit gonna bite you in the ass unless you did the right shit with it.
Which I said we
shot. You got it to buy jewelry and take trips and you know slide money up your arm and shit like that, my nigga. You fucked.
Cause they gonna want that shit back.
You better not need nowhere to stay. You better not need no motherfucking car. You better cash out.
Yeah, I mean, don't say you can't get no car. Cause you can go to a lot and get you a car without the credit shit. So you know.
Yeah, you can go to a place where they don't, you know, no credit cards and shit like that.
But you want to go get you one from one of those places that you can get because they come with a little bit more extra shit. You know, they gonna protect your shit just a little bit.
And probably a little bit nicer car.
A little bit nice, you know, just a little bit.
You know, but you know. The long term effect of that shit, or just the scamming period, it gonna be a lot of motherfuckers fucked up.
Okay.
I feel like that shit was like a type of way to bring nigga back down a little bit, cause nigga smart. You know, we can niggas out here get a lot of niggas got their shit together. It's a lot of niggas the right way. You know, got down really progressing and got down. You know, I feel like keeping poor people in debt is what make the world go round. Keeping the poor people, you know, fucked up. So that's how you keep a motherfucker needing a job, and you know what I'm saying. That's how you keep a motherfucker coming to make some money for you. You know what I'm saying. So the long term effects of that scam shit, man, that shit gonna be crazy. It might be worse than the crack era.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we was talking about.
The motherfucker gonna be fucked up financially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And this is what continues to have generational curses too. So you know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, because I don't know, brother. Because I always I feel like I'm a testimony in a way by using that word, because niggas they know I would have been the person that would have jumped on this shit back in the day. But I have matured, so you know now I see the whole outcome of scamming. You know, so.
Oh, you ain't by yourself. A few years ago, when I didn't give a damn about my credit, I definitely would have got down.
Oh, yeah, come on, you
jumped on that.
You've been around me for decades. You know it. You know the kind of guy I was. You know. We know. Let's not talk about this shit though. We surpassed that. We've grown up. That's why we was having that discussion, saying, "Hey, the little shit." And that was one of the things I said, and I still kind of feel this way. Like, yeah, you gonna the regrets that you have for doing a little stupid shit like that, whatever kind of scam it is, you know, and you don't do the smart thing with the shit, and it affects you in the long run. The shit was horrible, but the memory. Just make sure the memory is worth it. Yeah. Make sure it's worth it.
Y'all enjoy them trips and shit.
You better make sure you don't have one of those memories of some fucked up shit from that situation, because 10 years from now when the shit hits you, you gotta be like, oh, and now this shit hit me again.
Right.
At least when the shit hits you 10 years later, you like, right, it was worth it.
Nigga, remember that?
Well, I remember that weekend.
2020.
Come on, man. So if you gonna do it and live it. But you better know it's on prepare.
It ain't worth it, though.
But prepare. That's all you gotta do. I don't want to scare motherfuckers, because some motherfuckers might have did that shit to really do legit shit with it. But I don't want to scare them into being like, you fucked over. If you don't prepare, you know, do what you're supposed to do. If you're doing the right shit, you're gonna be good to go.
Yeah, you gotta have your plan.
I am definitely a Black History Month, and everybody that know this know me, bro. I salute every black person that is trying to do anything. Especially in this time when people are finding their entrepreneurship, cause that shit make me feel good. Like, shout out to my daughter. My daughter got her own business, cause like she started her own shit. So I like seeing that entrepreneurship. And that made me feel good too, because I've been preaching that to my kids. Cause like I really try to preach that into the youth. Like one of the things I'm actually learning through all this COVID shit is the shit. We've talked about this before, but a lot of the shit they teach you in school is some shit you really don't really need. Like especially when it comes math, cause like I be thinking like math. I work in IT. I know motherfuckers that work in every other field, even accountants that I know don't use algebra and every shit on no daily basis. I'm not saying they don't use numbers; they use basic arithmetic. Most
we
of the
don't
time.
need none of. We really don't need nothing but math.
To a certain, to a certain point, though, right?
Because when the last time you needed some social studies shit in your regular life? Or, you know what I'm saying?
You don't.
Or some goddamn science shit.
History,
you
science.
don't need that shit. Fuck all that.
Well, science, if you in certain fields, you might use science. But I follow.
Yeah,
I follow.
Certain formulas and shit you might still use. But you know, mathematics makes the world go round.
But okay.
The rest of that shit there.
Okay, so with that said, what do you think they should stop math at? And what, like
basic arithmetic?
And I'm saying as in grade wise. So like, what grade would you say? Okay, I think I don't learn enough math. We don't need to do math no more.
Man, middle school.
I say 8th grade.
At least I say.
You know what? I give you 9th.
I say 8th.
And
so
then,
by 9th grade, you in algebra.
I don't even think you need algebra.
You know what I'm saying? By 9th grade, you at algebra.
So
like why I say like maybe middle school, somewhere 7th or 8th grade.
So I say 9th grade. And I say just give them some real math shit that they can use.
Some motherfuckers take pre-algebra in 8th grade.
I did. I took pre-algebra in the 7th grade.
Well, I
took algebra in the 8th grade. Like, that's what I'm saying. But the more I
need none of that shit.
But the more I did, that's what I'm saying. Like, now that I'm forcing my kids to learn shit more. Now as a parent, like, this is when I started realizing this.
After division is over.
Yes. I mean, maybe fractions every now and again.
You really need an understanding of fractions.
Possibly to a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Depending on how you think.
But then if you just teach me, if you really teach
but if you know the basics, you would like fraction would be easy. Like it wouldn't be something that would need to be taught to you if you already know all the basics for real.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. So you with me on this? We agree with that then. That math should not be something that they need to be learning from here to college and all of that shit.
I feel like math is the only thing that you really need to learn, but you don't need all that extra math.
Except if you want to be an accountant. Now, if you're going to go work in numbers in life, go do whatever numbers shit they make.
They don't need algebra.
I know, they don't need geometry. They don't need geometry, trigonometry.
All they need is basic arithmetic.
I mean, okay, I'm glad we...
Addition, subtraction.
I'm glad we got a podcast. Right? Because we get to talk about shit. What is the hope? Who came up with that shit?
All you really need to know is addition and subtraction. Multiplication and division is really like just quicker ways to get there.
Yeah, instead of adding
you know what I'm saying?
360 times plus 360 10 times, you can just 360 times 10.
Right.
Yeah.
There's just shortcuts to get there, but you really don't need nothing but addition and subtraction. To be honest.
Master addiction, bro. We need to. I'm starting to think this school shit over.
Yeah, school is a bunch of bullshit, man. It really just.
But let me clarify that.
Waste the first 18 years.
Let me clarify that because I ain't gonna say it's a waste. Okay, I use Smart Ads for instance, right? My oldest child. Her high school is a acting school. So a lot of their classes is regular classes, but they do acting shit. And then I see, so I'm okay with trades or shit like that you want to do. Right? Because even with high school, I want people to go to high school. They want to play sports and shit. But I just feel like you should teach people the basic shit that they're going to be using in life. If you're going to make them go to school for 8 hours a day, right? I get learning history about certain stuff. I'm okay with that. But it's certain shit that they're not going to use.
But see, school ain't meant to teach you free thinking. It ain't meant to teach you that. School is meant to teach you to be a worker. You know what I'm saying? That's what school is. School is just retaining information, seeing how well you can retain information and redo it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how well you could take something in and we'll give you a test on it and just see how you can pull it out your brain. You know
shit like that you don't even really reuse in life.
Right, you really don't need it.
And let's even be more honey. Let's get even more deep with this shit, cuz all the shit that our generation, this is why I think our kids is gonna be different. This is why I think schooling in probably about 5 to 10 years will be way different than what we know. Because our generation, us, in the way that we teaching the kids that's coming up. Because everything we learned in school, we went back and felt like, oh, this shit ain't even the truth. Like, I'm not even talking about no deep shit. I'm just saying, like, even Christopher Columbus. Right? Let's say Christopher Columbus, something they taught us every time we grew up until we got older and was like, wait, that's not really how it went. Right? So now we
if you just logically think, like, these niggas in a sailboat, man.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Man, a fucking sailboat, man.
Everything that we've learned in school, we've unlearned ourselves. So pretty much we're going to tell our kids to go and learn shit in school. And I tell my kids, because I got my kids doing certain shit in life, just to make sure you unlearn what you're learning in school right now. So when you get 18, you're not relearning. Unlearn, because because of the law, we have to force you to go and do this shit. not honestly, because if we could have a teacher, we can. At some point, we might go down that route of homeschooling for real, though. But that takes away the aspect of the social shit of kids. But because of COVID now, anyway, kids ain't getting that as much. Yeah. But I can't. That's the only thing that ever stopped us from on the homeschooling tip was we understood the social aspect.
But we have a substitute for the social aspect now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a substitute for that. They got online.
But still shit like sports and shit, cause I got kids that like
sports. That would be the only. But I mean, it ain't nothing.
AAU. Fuck putting the team. You can put them in AAU for
put leagues and shit together. Yeah, ain't nothing.
Honestly, if that is a route that you really want your kids to go, I get the high school shit that you get so much rep and shit from that. But if you pay attention, a lot of them motherfuckers came through that AAU shit is what got them.
The only problem with that is a lot of people financially ain't in that situation to where they can be there to do that. You know what I'm saying? But now with motherfuckers working from home and shit like that, that shit easier.
But goes back to what started this whole conversation of me saluting a lot of the entrepreneurs, because a lot of entrepreneurs are being built because of this shit. Because motherfuckers had to realize, okay, I can't work and take care of my kids. That's why a lot of motherfuckers are starting. It's just shit worked out for motherfuckers. COVID forced motherfuckers to either see their life and say, like, let me change some shit, or you got down just like you good with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of had to take that time and reflect and find something about yourself.
Made you sit down and think.
So that's why I was when I first said this, I wanted to make sure, salute to all the motherfucking black people. I love to see black people being entrepreneurs. Now, I'm not saying all y'all got the best customer service. I ain't saying that y'all got the best products, because some of y'all are still working. But a lot of y'all got a lot of great shit, and I support a lot of y'all motherfuckers. So shout out to all of y'all motherfuckers. So, but it's just but it's just, I like to see that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people have took a lot from us, and to see us starting to do our own thing, because we got a lot of the money in the market. And again, back to this whole sitting down COVID shit, I think people sitting down, that fucked up the stock market too. Shout out to the people, because we never had a conversation on our podcast about this, but let me put this down for a second. Like that. Shout out to the motherfuckers that did that a couple of weeks ago, because the people really stood up and did some fucked up shit, and it was great, because I inadvertently was a part of the revote. Because I was investing by accident and didn't even know a revote was finna go down for a company, and then it's the AMC stock. If you know what I'm talking about, a couple weeks ago, it showed the power of the people. The power of the people say, okay, we're going to all go invest in this stock, and then we're going to get rid of this bitch at one time. I didn't know about this shit going on. I just happened to say, oh, this is a cheap-ass stock. Let me go ahead. Me and my daughter was talking about AMC stock. And I was like, well, I'm going to invest in this shit. And I was like, nah, I'm not, because it's a fucking movie. It's going down. Yeah, but it was dead. But then it was like $3. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just take some money and just get these $3 worth of this shit. Just cuz. I didn't realize a revolt was happening the next week.
Right.
So when the revolt happened, my $3, my $15 shot up to almost $200-$300.
Right.
Just like that. And I was like, whoa. Like, I woke up and I see my shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I started doing my research and I was like, oh, the people. They did that for GameStop. They did that for AMC. They did that for Nokia. I just inadvertently got in all of those. One day, just like, this is a cheap ass stock. Let me get this. Because I've been investing in stock for like.
What did they do?
Okay, so these companies were going down. It started with GameStop. If you go back and find this Reddit thread, that GameStop stock was so low that the people figured out how billionaires use the stock market to get money. So they said, okay, people, we're going to all go put all our money in these stocks. Go buy as many stocks as you can. We're going to make the price go the fuck up. Then we go. Then we're going to fuck them up. Like, we're going to beat them to the punch. So that's why if you was investing in these last couple of weeks, at times you couldn't buy certain stock. They had shit to stop. Like, the stock market got fucked up. But if you was on the other end of it, like me, like I said, I probably put $15 in and came up on $200-$300, like just by accident.
Right.
But then that was pissed off because I was like, damn, I should have bought. Like I told myself, you know what I'm saying? Just because that's how you got to play that. I'm in that stock market deep, cause like for real. But this is even before the pandemic. But I was talking to my partner, shout out to Q. We was having, me and him been on these stock shit for the last 2-3 years, and he invested in some shit and he capped out early this year. But shout out to my nigga. But I was telling him, because of the pandemic and the people, we've been sitting down. So people been trying to figure out how to make money.
Right.
So for people to say, okay, let's do this, and they do it like that. If you got Bitcoin, shout out to y'all motherfucker, cause that shit up to $50,000 now. Yeah. Shout out to I'm investing in
Bitcoin shit.
It's another one out here now that I don't know if you're investing in crypto or not. I bought me a whole bunch of them motherfuckers while it was cheap, because that's the same thing happening. Big crypto is gonna be the next shit. So it's a lot of shit. But shout out to everybody that's oh my goddamn phone. Shout out to everybody that goddamn fucking with that shit, man. If you haven't got Bitcoin, y'all still need to. I'm not one of those motherfuckers. I don't know when crypto is gonna take over, but I know at some point crypto is gonna be worth something. And certain shit is down right now. Go ahead and just invest your little $20 or some shit, and just have it just in case. Yeah. Cause that $20, like, if y'all been paying attention to shit like the Tesla shit, all that shit, these motherfuckers been telling. Certain people figured out how to manipulate the market. The nigga over Tesla is who helped Bitcoin get to where it's at. Like by sending out a tweet saying, y'all go get this shit. So everybody shot that shit up. That's why one Bitcoin. If you would invested in Bitcoin, shout out to the motherfuckers, not Jack Houston's, not y'all, Mark Norman, because 5 years ago, me and some couple of motherfuckers was talking about Bitcoin and we was finna invest in it, and I was like, hell no. And that shit was cheap then, because this is when I first started investing. When I first I got 100 shares and some shit, and I was like, okay, I'm about this. And he was like, man, we should get in there Bitcoin, because it was probably like cheap as fuck. And I'm like, hell no. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is.
Right.
3 months later, the shit hit the stock market, and everybody that invested in this shit so cheap was cashing out early. I didn't need it went down, but if you was in early, you cashed out. But like now, the shit is up $50,000 for one Bitcoin. So I got me some of it, but I ain't get me enough like that. But Dogecoin is what everybody was on next for the next crypto, and that shit down there right now, y'all. It's like 50 cents for the Dogecoin shit. So motherfuckers is paying attention to that shit, man. Like, if nothing else, I know motherfuckers don't believe and fuck with that stock market shit, but if you're really trying to either invest or see some shit, you can get a quick buck at times right now because it's so fluctuating. If you really just trying to get a quick buck, you can in a way. Sometimes you gotta stick that shit out. Sometimes, like, but if it's something you can play with. And the thing about that is they gonna change that too, because too many of us have figured that shit out. They done made it too convenient for us. Like, you don't need to go to a stockbroker and all that shit. Now they put so many apps and shit where you can literally do stocks $1. If you got $1, you can go invest in a stock.
The thing about that shit, what they gonna start doing, I don't think they gonna stop it. I think they gonna start manipulating it.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's what they gonna do.
But they're scared. They know we can manipulate some shit too now. This what that last couple of weeks had showed. Like, the people can manipulate some shit to an extreme and fuck up some shit. It fucked up some shit. Then it went back down. But so if you just have any extra little money, I just say take some and invest in something. Just let that shit sit there. If nothing else, it can sit there. If you ain't, I give it right to save, and I get people's opinion about the stock market. I was one of the motherfuckers like that too. But like I told y'all, like a couple of years ago, I started reading about the shit, and I've been investing throughout the years, and it's still, that shit been up and down. But it's a lot of shit that I don't think people don't understand. But this pandemic showed me that a lot of people been paying attention to that shit. Cause you can get you some money out there. This motherfuckers really get some money. Now, if you playing that shit every day, you can really get some money. Like the shit that you see on the movies. Like you can do that shit every day. Like now I understand the movies some more. You see the movie. I hate it for them because they done lost a lot of money. They done lost a lot of jobs because niggas ain't got to call y'all to get no stock.
See, they down there with other motherfucking money. Mm-hmm. They down there with companies money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Rich motherfucking money and shit.
The pandemic has taught the common class. I believe people saying this in the next couple of years, bro. It's only gonna be rich and poor. Like it ain't gonna be no middle class. So
I mean, really, they're not.
It really is.
It been there.
It really is. But I'm just saying.
They just ain't acknowledging that.
I was just gonna say that because I was gonna say like if you're looking at it on the spectrum of shit, it really ain't one. But it's really finna be a big drop off in it in the next couple of years. Like a big drop off.
Cause hell. In the economy, the way, like, you know, everything's set up with pay and shit like that. If you look at the scale of, you know, low class, poor class, middle class, nigga, a middle class motherfucker on the scale, that's like what, 100,000 up a year?
Technically, yeah, on the middle class scale now.
You damn near rich to a motherfucker.
That would have
on the post.
Matter of fact, that's
making $15,000, $20,000 a year. Look at that. Look at the difference. How the fuck is everybody making motherfucker from making like $10,000, $11,000 a year all the way up to 100,000 in the same class? You know what I'm saying?
Because this is why I can say this. Because in a way, the numbers like that can look funny. And what I mean by that, because if you have two income people that can make it look like you're making 100,000, but it technically isn't, like, you know what I'm saying, compared to a motherfucker that could be bringing in 100,000 a year. I'm not talking about y'all, but I get it. That's why I'm finna say, even when you talk about like I mean,
even two people making 50,000 a year.
Yeah, that's the other shit. That's the other shit. But no. What I was finna say is, that shows you even with that, it ain't no middle class or the shit. Because when you talk about the spectrum of even how they was giving out the stimulus, it's like when you get to 100,000, y'all niggas don't even need to think about this shit.
Right.
Like y'all niggas, this ain't even comparing. Y'all keep it moving.
Cause y'all straight.
Keep it moving.
That's middle class, making 100,000 or more. 100,000 to what, $1 million or some shit?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
It is. I can't say it. I don't know. That shit is just weird. It's weird. But I get it. I know there's a rich and a poor class. Like
$100,000 a year is a lot of money to a lot of motherfuckers.
Hell yes.
To the majority
of the country. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I say 100,000. That's
bruh. You said something when you said like let's say on the average motherfuckers will maybe be getting like maybe 25 to 30 a year.
Yeah. Anywhere from 15 to 30.
I wouldn't even say I say 15, but then I know it's people motherfuckers just, you know. So yeah.
This motherfucker get less than that.
Less than that, yeah.
Shit, you know, on the average.
Yeah, on the average. So yeah.
15 to 30.
15 to 30. Yeah, that's definitely on the average. When you break it down, which it's that's that I can see that being the average of the shit.
Cause even in a goddamn regular job, you getting $50,000 a year, you down near the top, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
You up there? No, I say, man, that shit, there ain't no middle class, man. It's rich and there's poor. That's it.
That's some real ass shit there, my brother. God damn.
That's it.
Yeah, God damn it. Unless, nah, I finna goddamn.
If you making $150,000 a year by yourself, you damn near can't make a living. If you making 15 to 30, I mean you can't like you struggling.
If you making the 15 to 30 by yourself,
yeah.
If you ain't got no kids,
household wide, you struggling making $15,000 to $30,000 a year.
And if you ain't got no kids and shit, I think you can live up.
I mean, you can
live decently,
but you still struggling.
Depending
and the
on
average motherfucker ain't got no kids. Ain't not got no kids. The average person has a child at least. The average adult. You know.
I can understand that though. 15 to 30, nigga, you damn near right about that. But then it depends on their lifestyle too. So I don't know. That's why I be saying a lot of times motherfuckers got to be thinking. It's hard to say this shit to people, but like even if you try to tell a young motherfucker like, bro, I know you want to enjoy life, but it's certain shit you just might want to prepare for.
Yeah.
So then when you get to a certain age, you're not in that position of like. You need to know the workforce before you get to a certain age, for real.
You gonna say, man, oh, nigga, I don't want to hear that shit.
And then, nigga, we finna wipe your nose. You know what they might say to me. Like,
wipe your nose in, yeah.
All right, let me get the fuck out of here.
You feel me?
Hey, you have a great day, young man. I'm not trying. That's what we've said. Side note again, because we just be going all off fucking topic. But you gotta be careful. You can't just go talk to these young motherfuckers if they don't goddamn know you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't get these niggas no life lessons. Why y'all niggas talking about shit? Tickets talking about shit going on. Go ahead and talk to these. Shout out to Black, C Black. Goddamn, shout out to my boy C Black. He said some real shit. You said the same shit before he said it, but it not on the other shit. I mean, he was talking, like I said, he was talking on the phone, and you said the same shit pretty much. But he said some shit, and it was kind of like, damn, y'all correlated the same thing. Like these young niggas, you know, if they don't know you or some shit, y'all old motherfucker can't walk up to these young niggas just saying, hey man, let me tell you something.
It got to be the right motherfucker.
Let me goddamn tell you what y'all doing wrong. So that was the side note to that shit. We were talking about the whole young nigga. Like, you know, I'm not finna go preach to. I'm talking about the young niggas that actually talk to me about shit. And you know, it's some of y'all, you know, some of them I know personally that I tell them shit like, hey man, make sure you got that woo. But they still don't understand this shit yet.
It's hard to understand something that you ain't really seen firsthand. You know what I'm saying?
Because I say motherfuckers try
it's hard to fully understand. Like you were just finna say, motherfuckers try to tell me same shit.
My mama tried to tell me a whole bunch of shit that got me going through in life. Now my mama, I could have avoided for real early on. But I'm just like, ain't nobody studying that shit you talking about old late.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm gonna be smarter than that.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see that, you know, when you ain't never had to live it. You ain't been through it, you know, so I can understand why niggas don't listen to a lot of shit.
Some of them do, though. Some of them get it. I don't think they realize sometimes we been their age, too. You know, because sometimes when they start
now
seeing...
we sounding old, because motherfucker told... I heard all that coming up. We sounding old now.
Yeah. But that's the truth, though.
Age before.
But that's the truth, though, bro. I mean, you know...
in your head it was... But it wasn't like that when you were my age.
True.
That's how they think.
But see, I'm telling you, you know when this is going to hit you the most is when the older your daughter get. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're going to realize, like, nigga, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kids. My youngest is like 11 now. Cause like, so I'm 12, 13, 14 type shit. So now I'm like, nigga, I was your age before. Because to them, we're just parents. Like, to them, literally. Yeah. I had to get old. I was 30-something when I realized, like, damn, my mama was a teenager.
We ain't got the same mentality that our parents had, though.
But it's a whole different generation.
Our parents had a different mentality.
That's that, because that was that generation. Hey, we had a deep discussion yesterday, and this is going to be funny and for real, because this is a real shit, and she made so many good points. I just started arguing with her for no reason because she was making good points. We figured out the generation of shit, of how the names go. Like Isha, right? Like Felicia, Talisha, Corny, you know, Larisha.
Yeah.
Our generation of parents was the name. Isha's at the end.
Keisha.
That's what that, bruh. Shout out to my wife, because we was talking about this shit, and I never thought about that shit until I realized, like, it is a lot of goddamn Ishas. in life, and that was our parents' generation of the names, because that was it. Porsches, Lexus, all that shit was 80s. Like, that's our generation of names.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn, that makes that makes a lot of sense, girl. Like, if you can't tell me, you, especially black people, we saying black people here, I can't speak for our white people because y'all might not have went to school with all black people. You've probably had every class in your life with an Isha at some point.
Yeah. With some type of Isha. It's always a Keisha.
Isha.
It's always a Keisha everywhere.
Come on, man. See? That's so real shit, bro. Shout out my wife, because she was right about that shit. And I was like, God damn, I never even thought about that. Like, I've never, like, then when you start thinking about it, you're like, damn, this show fucking that was the popular shit of our generation. And what we said before, the year before that, or the generation before us was, God damn it, what was it? Shit. What the fuck was it? Hey, what was the generation before the Ishas?
What did we say? The Enas, like the Arlene,
yeah, Pearly, yeah.
Yeah, that's right though.
Okay, yeah. I was just giving you your credit about your Ishas. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an auntie named Jersey.
Because that's what happened when we was discussing that yesterday. So that was funny as fuck, and I was like, "Damn, you were so right." But it was something I've never thought about before, because she has a name that has an Isha at the end of it. So she was
like, we talking about names, bro. My grandma's had the craziest names.
All country, your family from the country, so we don't count. Go ahead, because I'm gonna call out some names too. You gonna be like, holy shit, I'm talking about their real name.
Nigga, my grandma's name was Lula.
Okay, Lula.
Lula.
She from the country, but she from the country though.
And my other grandma's name was Dora.
Like this Dora?
Yes. Dora.
Okay. That's kind of country and shit, I guess. I don't know.
Weird.
That was weird.
I really don't even know. I think my grandma from like California or some shit though.
Okay, that makes sense then.
I don't know though.
If you from California, that makes sense. Y'all know my grandma's name is Daisy, and Hazel. Lonnie is my granddaddy's name. Lonnie and Wilson.
I thought my great granddaddy's name was Lonnie.
Lonnie is my granddaddy's name. So,
hey, I swear to God, I think my great granddad's name was Buddy. like his real name, cuz I might be mistaken, bro.
Oh, see,
I think my great granddad's name was Buddy, bro.
Okay, that's very different. I don't know, man. But our generation,
granddad's name was Ernest.
But we have to, a lot of the conversations me and my wife always have is, and you're gonna hear me always say that a lot on the show, is I've started to realize the difference between the generations, bro. And it's like the generations before us, our mama and them was still so slave mentality in a way, because of the generation before them was still slave mentality. Like, we was literally the generation that changed everything. We seen it all. I know y'all done seen the post that say, if you a baby from this time, you seen CD go. We seen A-tracks to whatever. We done seen A-tracks to the phone. Yeah. Like, it's a whole post where it says, I remember when all these shit was separate in our phone. We know all of that shit. And like, we seen all of that shit. We got to see the civil rights come up. We seen all of that shit. We didn't see it come up. But you know what I'm saying? The way we learned about it. We was only 2 generations removed from that shit. If that. We weren't even 2 generations removed. Our grandparents and shit went through that shit. Well, it's still 2 generations then.
Yeah, we were a couple generations. That shit was like in the 60s and shit.
Man, my mama was born in. You see what I'm saying? Like, so our grandma was living through that shit. No. That's 2 generations, ain't it?
No. Well, that's about right.
Yeah. See? But that's what I was having this conversation with one of my white friends about. He couldn't understand how we still can think about that shit. And I had to explain. I broke it down to him. I was like, bro, you're not realizing the difference. How far it's not. You thinking in your head slavery ended in this much time, right? Slavery ended in whatever, the Civil War, all that good shit. I'm like, bro, you're not thinking about it from my great grandma. My great grandma was a slave. You know, like, probably. It wasn't probably, bro. Like, my wife got the whole, she did our ancestry type shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how, we not that far removed. My family is not far. I can go to the house, the White House. That's what it was called. The big house in Greenville, Georgia right now where they were slaves in.
Right.
So I was like, it's not far removed for me. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm talking about me personally. You know, my granddaddy's dad is like coming in the end of slavery. Like, he was alive doing that shit, cuz. Like, I was like, you're not getting what, like, it's not so far removed that you think. But it's weirder now when you get older, because I'm like, damn, I wish I could have talked to my great granddaddy more, because I spent a lot of time with my great granddaddy, but young ass nigga talking about I play checkers and shit. I'm not thinking about life. You know, so I'm not thinking about, hey, tell me about some racist shit that happened to you. You know, he probably had all day to tell me. Like, nigga. Yeah. You know, where you want me to start? That's one of the things as I get older.
The folks seen a lot, though.
They did, bro. My grandma seen a lot.
Like, thinking, like, my granddaddy was born in, like, 1929.
Come on, bro. In Alabama?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Tallahassee, Alabama.
Come on, bro.
It's still cotton field down there right now.
Think about the stories he could tell you about some shit. He probably said, this is what I had to respect my grandma for, bro. Because like you said, your granddaddy, that's like 1920 something, right? Well, you know what I'm saying?
My granddad was born, I think, 1929.
So think about this, bro. Think about how we talk about the niggas that we know that they got shot and all that shit. Think about how many niggas that they know they got killed by white people, especially coming from the country. Like, we not talking about any of these other shit. My family's like from Catala, Greenville. They from country. Like, nigga, family still stayed on back roads when I was coming up country. Like, so think about how many niggas didn't make it home for real back then. Niggas that did some shit and he went over there in them people y'all. You know, just the littlest shit that they was so.
I really don't think that my granddad's life was like that though. But I ain't never heard nothing like that. Like,
oh man, nah.
Like, I know they was fucked up, right? They was like, you know, they in the country, they country living. My granddad like pick cotton and shit, but that was his job though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I bet he seen some shit, cuz.
They got cotton. That was their job.
I bet they got some shit, bro. That's the one thing. Like, I bet he got some shit. You be like, what the fuck? No way. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way. Yeah. But it's a whole different.
But like, maybe if I would have been able to talk with my great grandparents, like, I ain't never know my great grandparents.
I knew my great grandparents.
But you know, maybe then you know.
So when I'm telling you about my granddaddy, I'm really talking about my great granddaddy.
Yeah.
So when I'm telling you, like, my great granddaddy was literally 1910 type. Like, he was 90 something in 2000. Like, he was. My great granddaddy died saying he'll still fuck one of my best friends at the time. Like, nigga, I gotta get to my 90s like you. If I get that old, nigga, you still can do something, granddad? Like, nigga, you got me all the way. They had two families type shit. Like, yeah. But that's my great granddaddy. My granddaddy was my mama daddy, but that's my great granddaddy from Catala. So, but I used to grow up. That's who taught me how to play checkers and shit. Like, I found a photo album one time with some shit from Martin Luther King, but I never thought about talking to him about it, even at the time. Like, yo, tell me about some shit. Like, now that I know Malcolm X and shit, I want to hear.
Know them, nigga?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, now I want to talk to them and ask them, like, yo, tell me about this Malcolm X shit when you was living it. Right. You was in Georgia, in the country. Y'all heard about this. And he might be like, nigga, he came here before. Like, it's just a little shit that you'll be like, God damn. Like, bro, they went through some shit, cuz. Like, we kind of take it for granted, but they went through some shit just being black. Just being black. I'm speaking for the country. Like, nigga, it was a hanging in Columbus. I make sure I got that picture to this day, cuz.
Shit, nigga, my granddad was in Birmingham.
Oh, come on, man. They was the full of the girls from there, cuz.
Yeah. I've been there before, all that shit. That shit a museum now.
Think about what they went through, though, because that's what I'm saying, man. We kind of...
I was in Birmingham, because all that shit was going down in Birmingham.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that's why I say our generation is the generation that this next generation that you're gonna see a whole lot of black like excellent, bro. And I keep saying that, like our kids' generation, cause I think that's the generation that's gonna change everything. But we the generation that sparked it.
Yeah.
Because we that's our seeds. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that implemented, like, oh, y'all show this shit, y'all see this shit. Like, they see us moving and seeing, like, we bucked the system. The millennials, we're millennials, so we broke the system. We the ones that be like, man, what the hell y'all talking about? We the ones that didn't stay on jobs long because we find reasons to be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Where our parents stayed on shit forever and put up with the shit and they hate the shit. We get to a point where we hate that shit. We ain't going back to that motherfucker. Like, we don't give a fuck. Like, nah.
We got too many options.
Come on, bro. We hate that shit. Even if we ain't got too many options. If we didn't like that shit, cuz, how many jobs, especially from your early on, your 19s, like teenage jobs and everything on, that you was like, man, fuck this shit. Even if you didn't have an option. Just you do that. How long? See, and then you do that shit, and your mama they'll probably be like, "Why would you do that?" And they're like, "Man, that shit ain't for me." You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't for me. Come on, man. That generation couldn't fathom that shit, cuz. They couldn't fathom doing what we did, and we doing that shit. Think about the generation of our kids. That's why I say we teaching them, and they don't even realize and putting that shit into the aspect of life.
They whole thing, they whole look at it like, you making money.
You making money.
All you gotta do is get up and go to work.
You ain't gotta like everybody you work with. Like, that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit gonna make you be mad as fuck just for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to enjoy what you going
Their mentality was all you gotta do is get up and go to work. Our mentality is, nigga, I'm tired of getting up and going to work. I'm tired of getting up and going to work and making money for another motherfucker.
Another motherfucker. We realize that shit, though. We realize that shit, cuz. Though I'll be like, man, the change that we want is happening. It's just if we gonna see, like, when we start seeing this, gonna be like, god damn. We're gonna be goddamn, because we already outnumber everything. Like, I don't get why us as black people haven't realized that yet. Like, think about it, cuz. If we are the black dollar and we like, we like multiply the money. When they talk about the black dollar makes such a big difference in the imprint of everything. That means we are all spending our money. Every black person is spending our money.
You wanna know why?
Go ahead.
Our money has to go directly away from us. Not because...
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, us not... We don't produce shit, so our money always has to go directly out.
Okay.
We constantly a consumer because we don't produce shit.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And that's our fuck up. That's where our dilemma is in the country. Not that we ain't entrepreneurs and, you know, getting businesses and shit like that. It's that we don't produce. Because even if we got our own business, we still got to get whatever material or whatever we need for our business
from them.
Some white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Until we make our own shit.
Right.
I get you there. Alright, so what I was saying with that, though, is I don't think that us as melanated people realize that we outnumber this shit, go.
Yeah.
But because they're saying, like, the census and shit don't show that, but I'm saying, like, I personally feel, I mean, they won't let you know that. They're not going to say, yeah, it's more African Americans or more melanated people than it is white people in America. Even though we
want to manipulate all that shit.
I get that. Like, I get it. And this, we're not going to talk about this, but
men lie, mamas lie, men lie, women lie, numbers down, it's bullshit. Because a man and a woman can manipulate the numbers. You know what I'm saying? To make the numbers lie.
Damn, so yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though. Yeah. I think it's more of us already.
It's definitely, bro. The majority of damn near every city in America is black community.
Now we're gonna say that because it's some white country. I mean, white states out there that I think that they should all migrate.
That's why I say majority.
Yeah. Okay.
You got some states to where it's just a bunch of white folk.
Never white folk.
But majority of cities, especially like major cities and shit like that,
black communities
are the majority of the whole city.
And you want to even get even deeper with that, though? Think about that means for real, even in the urban communities and shit, think about how overcrowded it is.
Right.
Even though we don't like physically maybe not see it, but if you went on a spectrum of it, you'd be like, God damn, all y'all in this one,
it look like
overcrowded. Yeah, it's like all y'all over here, even though we all got our own space, our own houses and all that shit. Right. But if you pulled it out on that spectrum, it'd be like, this shit is overcrowded. And I'm not just saying
the size of New York City and the population. New York City got like
reported population
20 million motherfuckers, some shit like that.
Can we start saying the reported population?
Yeah, that too.
Because that's what I'm saying.
But think about the size, nigga. That shit ain't like the biggest shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And everybody in there,
that shit probably in the middle of the day. That shit is probably like an ant form from the sky.
But that's what I'm saying. That with as far as us as black people, I feel like it's a lot more of us. But then that goes back to a conversation I was saying we're not gonna talk about that shit when you were saying like when not what you were saying, but we was talking about the revolt. If shit happened when niggas do some shit and they wouldn't even realize. I started seeing kind of what you were saying because I'm starting to realize like they wouldn't even realize we outnumber them if we needed to.
Right.
Like if we really needed to. Not only do we outnumber them, we are smarter than like.
We would outnumber their resources and everything. We outnumber them in the military.
That's what I was going to say. This is my whole point. That's what I was telling you, kind of like what I was saying. I was like, man, I think I know motherfuckers that would be ready for that shit. That's been military trained. They black, and that's why I started thinking. There's a lot of black trained military motherfuckers. If shit, like not even just military. We have the smartest people as melanated black people. Sorry, people. No offense to y'all other listeners. I'm just talking for ourselves. But if we all really just said like, nigga, okay, it's us against them. We got the niggas that's trained. We can get guns just like y'all got. Now I ain't saying we can't get in certain places. They got certain places that they have locked down, obviously, bunkers with types of military weaponry.
Their only advantage would be police.
And the military weaponry.
Because they purposely make sure that the white folk outnumber niggas. And
yeah. And then in the urban
so
communities.
that would be, the only place where they have an advantage. But like, I think melanated people outnumber white folk in the military and everything.
I can believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
Melanated. This is black and Hispanics too now.
So everybody on one accord. What would they be able to do? They wouldn't have nothing but police.
They got the military weaponry, so we would still have to get over that. That's what I'm saying. You got to think like they got the missiles and the bombs and shit.
Yeah.
So we would have to be our people that already had to take over that shit to make sure.
That's what we would need the motherfuckers in the military for.
That's where I feel like you have those ones like this is my country. That's kind of why I started thinking about shit like that. Like if it did happen, will motherfuckers really be ready? Like to say like, okay, we outnumber them. We should be able to handle our business. Let's do our shit. But nah, I don't know. I'm not saying all of us because I know there's a lot of us that'll be ready for some shit. And I'm not enticing or not. Let me make sure we.
Nah, because we don't live by the same rules.
That's true. We not saying enticing nothing either and spiting and trying to do that shit. We gotta make sure that we all show. No, we are broadcasting on a lot of platforms. We're not enticing. Am I saying the right shit?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
In variety, we're not trying to provoke shit.
Yeah, nah.
It's enticing, not the word.
I guess it is. Sound right. I don't know.
It kind of sounds like a sexual thing. Like I'm enticing.
Yeah, enticing do kind of sound sexual.
He's enticing me.
We ain't trying to entice y'all ass in there. Ain't tingling.
I mean, I might, cause my voice.
Yeah.
This my Juice the comedian on the podcast.
You got a low lot of I ain't twin.
Hey, wait, did you see my?
I'm straight.
Oh,
I'm good, man. Shit. What the fuck we was just talking about?
We were talking about the population and shit, man. We was talking about not enticing wars. Can I? You got? No, we good.
Yeah, goddamn. We don't play by the same rules though. We living by different rules. We got different little codes and shit. Niggas will be hollering no women, no children and shit like that, and they don't give a fuck about that shit.
And what I said to you is, I feel like if that happened, I get it, because it'd be one of those things where black people be waiting for them to do it to us, but they wouldn't waste any time doing it to us. They've shown us multiple times over the years that our women and children are not offline. They're not off. They're not off limits. They don't see our women and children and say, you know what, we're not gonna kidnap and rape them. We're not gonna shoot at them. We're not gonna do anything to them. We're gonna wait till we see a man walk. No. If it's a black motherfucker and they want a black motherfucker, they gonna get whatever black motherfucker they see. That's their rules. So if shit went down, I cannot see how you would even have the goals to be like number one, they would not waste time if the race war went on right now and they had to offer some motherfuckers. If they seen a woman and a child, do you think these motherfuckers gonna say?
Especially if they.
I ain't saying all of them was spam, man. They might spam one or two, but I'm just saying, like, if they get out with they not. Come on, bro. We've seen this shit over the years. They didn't give a fuck about women and children. Tell me one time in history when you seen the white man
was a child.
Come on, man. Come on, man. When in history have you seen they like, we ain't gonna do nothing to the women and the children? No, they didn't rape the women and the children, huh? Like that. Like it's just I wouldn't understand that, but that's what we was discussing. And just for the record, I stuck up for our people. I said I feel like if shit went wrong, I think we would all be on one accord and they should understand it. But I'm starting to kind of see it from what you were saying, where nah, bro, you think they would all do that shit? They wouldn't, you know. And I'm like, yeah, we gonna have the one still trying to jump, still trying to show these crackers go still try to get them some money. Like, you right, I can see them. Like they'll infiltrate. We have some infiltrators.
All it'll take is a cracker dangling some money.
Even if we already have control of the shit, like that'll be the whole point. The whole point is for us to have the control of the shit. Send them up north to their states, the cold states. They can have those. Y'all up there. Don't come out the gate. Right like this. Y'all in the Underground Railroad. Like that's what like let's see how they gonna escape. Like that'll be the worst shit. But never mind, man. We're not in.
I seen Farrakhan say that white people, they constantly trying to keep us in the position that we in, because they're afraid that if we ever gain power, that we'll do to them what they did to us.
Yeah,
you know
I believe that.
But I don't even think we would,
because we too care.
Yeah,
we too care.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the way that we are built, we have hearts weirdly still. So even if it was to take over like that, we would give them a chance to go to their own place and do whatever they supposed to do, and give them a chance to regroup and figure this shit out for some years, how they gonna take it back over. But we would be like, y'all got the 5 states up there. Don't come out of there. Y'all do what y'all want to do. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't do them like they, you know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't be like, no. Let's do whatever.
We wouldn't do them like they did.
We would have too many people being mad at each other. Like, I don't get no bigger house than. Like, that's what I feel like. We'll start fighting over shit. And shit just people, like, white people disappeared tomorrow. I think the people that jumped on it early, you know, I'm gonna go jig on.
I mean, that's just people, though.
Yeah.
People just like that.
We should be better than that. If we can have enough for everybody, fuck everybody else, man. But there's never enough for everybody, so. There'll never be enough for everybody. I don't give a damn what it is. There's never enough for everybody.
Never too much. Luther Vandross.
Uncle Luther.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how far Uncle Luther go back, man.
That's a Black History moment. Never too much should be a Black History song. You know what I'm saying? That should be a Black History song. We need new Black History songs. We don't need to be singing them old Negro hymns and shit no more.
1,000 kisses. How would it? Okay.
Never too much, bro. Okay. Just take it.
I'm not against.
That's motivation.
You got to put what you call it in.
You can make it into like motivation.
Fuck you, Joe Budden, but you got to kind of have outstanding at something though, because that is.
Yeah.
You got to have outstanding.
It's a Black History song. It got to be a Black History song.
Black History song, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know, that's a song that touch our soul. It don't matter the age.
What Earth, Wind and Fire song? Oh, we going.
All on.
Oh, we going. What's my boy name? Frankie Beverly and May.
You know, we need all that. That's black history. That's our black history. You know, all the other shit our black history too. But you know.
Okay.
We don't need to be singing them Negro spirituals.
I mean, I haven't sung Negro Spirit in forever.
Yeah.
I haven't been in any Black History programs in a while, so.
Black History program need to come on with Never Too Much.
Everybody like, ooh, this is the Black History right here. Hey, we should put that together. How about that next year?
Come out that bit. Luther Vandross, an American legend.
Hey, we putting that together. Don't say nothing else. We doing that shit. I like that shit. That is a fire Black History program, though, bro. You nigga think you finna come out there doing some old slave shit? Nah. Everybody coming out there.
We know about them.
That'll be fire, though, cuz. Why you bullshitting? Can we have some Maxwell, maybe? Oh, it's too soon. These two, nah, no Maxwell.
We can throw some Maxwell in. Oh, nah. Yo. Maxwell old enough. Maxwell old enough.
Is he old enough or we just getting old?
Maxwell old enough.
You do realize we seen stuff on TV like countdowns, MTV, BT. You remember going to the store and renting the movie?
That was our only source of video.
Renting the movie, bro.
We couldn't just pull a video up online.
Come on, man. Wish we had a YouTube back then.
Yeah, we couldn't do that.
Or Netflix. You know how much money I would have saved?
We had to watch 106.
And we knew it the same number one song was gonna be all week. It might have flipped every now and again, but you know.
Suffer through the shit you don't like to see the shit you want to see.
Come on, man. They don't know nothing about that. Nobody know nothing about goddamn sent through Carson Daily, nigga. Waiting to see bye. They don't be a fool with you. I just want to live for a game or two. Hey, you may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye.
The radio, nigga. I remember I got a radio for Christmas.
Okay, I did too. I got a couple radios throughout my life. You know what? You know something else I remember too.
What's up?
I Wanted That Way being the number one song on TRL that I couldn't wait for. Tell me why ain't nothing like a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing like a mistake. Tell me why I ain't never wanna hear you say.
We old, bro.
We are. Now we not old. We just a little bit older than what we used to be. We're not old though. You know. It was a time when I think when I was 18 you told me 36. Wow. No way. That sounds old. My buddy.
Oh.
Wow. What? Oh man, I can't even phantom that. I can't even phantom a 36. At 18? Phantoming that 18 years later? Oh, come on. I can get me telling an 18-year-old, like, come on, bro. You know you got 18 years before you my age. What? You know what I can do in 18 years?
Tell you. It's a long fucking time.
That's what I tell you. You know what you can do in 18 years?
We could just stop time for a little bit.
Nah, man. I be wanting to do that, but I don't know.
Just for a little bit. Just give a nigga like give a nigga like 10 years, man. Just pause this bitch. Just pause this bitch for like 10 years, man.
Nah, man, I'm straight, man.
Just let me stay right here.
Man, say with my life, it's crazy. You right, though, bro.
You ain't gotta take me back. I ain't gotta rewind. Just let me pause this bitch.
Just pause it right where I'm at.
We do some shit for 10 years, and then we'll start the clock back.
Can't do it, man. That shit is so crazy. But that's one thing you can't get back, though, man. I used to tell old people that shit all the time, but at that time,
you know,
and it's one of them things too, but you know, you gotta enjoy this shit, man. It's life. Everybody that's listening to this podcast, man, make sure y'all be enjoying life, man. This is one thing I've learned throughout this COVID 20 and 2021 and all that shit, man. Enjoy life for real. For real skis.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And if you still get on that GTA, I'll pop your ass.
But if anybody can power this bitch,
we can't, bro. We can't. I don't want to pause.
Hit the button.
Be scared for they pause that shit. Everything go wrong.
Pause this bitch, man.
I've always wanted to pause like a remote controller.
Fuck up everything.
Man, fuck up everything. It's the butterfly effect, bro. He'll fuck up some shit.
I wouldn't even mind where the fuck up. Pause this bitch.
I don't know.
Yeah, they fuck around and hit play and goddamn aliens be riding big spaceships and shit. Be like, what the fuck?
Nigga, they don't even be that. They gonna hit play. We just gonna burn up for no reason.
Yeah, we paused this bitch, but goddamn.
Shit, the sun took over this motherfucker.
Changed in 10 years, man.
Yeah.
It'd be a good movie.
That would be a great movie. You wake up 10 years and you don't realize life done paused.
You wish for that shit. And pause 10 years, you be enjoying that shit, balling, you ain't get no older. Hey.
Every year for your birthday, then one day it just be
they hit play. And like shit still went on. Like everything still changed. Technology changed.
Everything be known for a day. And then little shit be changing. The fuck was that? By the next day, where everything goes. Like, what happened?
Everybody got masks on.
Somebody waking up.
Like, what the fuck everybody got masks on? You wake up in COVID.
Now, if you was in a coma for 10 years and you woke up in 2020, boy, I hate it for you.
That shit would be crazy.
If you been 10 years and you woke up, everything done changed for you. That's like being locked
up. Donald Trump, the president. What the fuck if I woke up to?
10 years. That means 2010, nigga. Everything done changed.
It's a pandemic. Donald Trump, the president.
Well, at least take me to a restaurant. Ugh. Yeah, you can't eat.
You can't go outside.
You can't go outside.
Nobody?
Yeah, we ain't even got no toilet tissue right now, bro.
Hey, fuck.
Wait. What now? Like, yeah, you went to the grocery store lately?
Ain't nothing to know.
Shit, what you talking about? Oh, man, not shout out, but damn, that shit going on with them motherfuckers in Texas, bro.
Yo.
They got
winter storm.
They got their own grid. I learned that shit this week. I didn't know nothing about that shit.
And that shit fell.
Mm-hmm.
That solar panel shit. That's what it is. That solar panel shit, what they doing, what everybody doing, putting up.
Yeah, that shit didn't work for them.
Yeah, that shit fell. Fuck them up. They ain't nobody got millions of motherfuckers out of power.
On their own grid. Shout out to y'all, Texas, man. I hope everything go good for y'all, bro. That shit sad.
They back now, though,
they getting there. You know, shit going on. I got a couple family members out there that saying they finally getting some shit going, but it ain't. You know, it's still. Some motherfuckers' houses done caved in, I guess, because all the snow and shit, cause I seen that, too. That's when they started saying a lot of the houses built in Texas is horrible. I've gotten to frequent Texas only once in my life, and it was probably the closest I've been to the devil. Probably ever. Yeah, it was the closest I've probably been to the devil. To the devil's balls in San Antonio. Hottest shit I've ever had. The hottest place I've probably ever been in my life. Hands down. At that time. That shit woke me up out my sleep hot.
Before we weren't prepared for that goddamn snow.
Hell nah, that's why I wasn't prepared when they were like, Texas, when they get some snow. And then it didn't just snow, it snowed.
I remember one time in Birmingham they did that shit, bro.
Snowstorm?
Yes. Like snow, cuz like up to you goddamn up your leg when you walk outside. You goddamn stepping that shit all the way up your leg.
I see it. We probably had
I was a little kid though when that shit happened. I was a lad kid.
I've been in snow up to my thighs, Great Lake, Illinois, when I was in the Navy. Wintertime, that was it.
Yeah.
That was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life.
The cold up though.
But that wet shit was that was a winter storm. And I've never had that much snow in my life. Well, I was like, what? Like they was like, you country boy, and I ain't gonna understand this shit. Bundle up. I mean, we didn't do nothing but go to eat and then come back, but I went with that shit. I didn't even want to eat. Like, how much snow it was for me, like, you know what? Food ain't even that important to me today.
That shit crazy, cause I done been places where there's snow, but it really ain't nothing like that goddamn South cold, bro. It's something about that shit, bro.
Yeah. Nah, it's something about that.
That South cold, goddamn. Yeah. It ain't too long. It ain't too often.
Nah.
But when it do, goddamn. What?
Yeah. I was in Tennessee before and it was cold like that, cuz.
No snow and nothing. It cold in no bitch.
Never again. Well, not never again, cause it be cold motherfucking here. Nigga, we be hitting them colds during the week here, nigga. Then only that wind hit when it be cold. That's the worst. You wanna see me goddamn be crying in life? Boy, that shit happen. Don't let it be super cold and a wind chill, just ugh.
I definitely would rather be hot than cold.
Yeah. I could definitely take. I could take the heat. I don't want to be.
It's easier to cool out than it is to warm up.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the heat either. I like normalness because I don't like to be either hot. I don't like to be too cold.
I couldn't live in New York
because of the winter.
Boston and shit like that. I couldn't do that shit.
Shout out to the Boston and New York listeners though. I couldn't live in New York because of the rats. This city and
that easy.
That's one thing that, and I know they looking at us when we say that shit. Like y'all in the country, y'all probably done seen some shit. Like we seen normal sized rats, but I've never seen rats the size of New York rats until I seen the New York rats, and I was like, whoa, hey. And y'all say these motherfuckers everywhere? They're like, yeah, hey, yeah, wow. That is the only thing
that's their possum.
But these possums are in buildings. Like you gonna see these motherfuckers. Yeah. That's the one thing that's been stopping me from my New York trip. I know somebody from New York gonna hit me and probably say, "Man, it's not like that." But YouTube and the reviews on places I was trying to book all had something to do with rats. Hey, great place. Might see a rat or two. Big one.
I'm going nowhere on no rats.
Wait, big rats. Hey, you don't want to go on the subway, you possibly gonna see one of these big ass rats. Like,
I don't need to be on there anyway.
I want to go to just for the New York field. I want to take a subway somewhere just because I'm probably never going to go on one ever again, except when I'm in New York. But the rats scare me. That's about all. And I'm from the country. I done seen some shit. I done seen rats. I done had a battle with rats before. But I don't know about these New York rats. And people from New York always describe they rats like, yeah, they big as hell. Like, they don't even be like, nah, man, we over-exaggerating the rats. Every New York person that I bring up, yo, so is the rat thing for real? Oh, no, hell yeah, they're big as hell. Like, I seen some almost size of a little dog. So I was like, rats? Yes. I was like, oh, hell no. No.
Nah, I wouldn't be able to see that.
Nah.
Not on the inside.
I'm running.
I can't go back, though. I had to give me my money back.
Keep my clothes, too. You have all that shit.
All my shit back. Give me
all
money.
that.
I'm gone.
But shout out to the people in New York, though. I'm coming up there because of the food shit. Strictly for the food.
Yeah, I want to go just to be able to, get up there and see some shit.
Yeah, I'm going up there to see some shit. And the food. And to get a real good slice of pizza because I hear y'all got some great pizza up there. And I've been dreaming of... That's
the same way people up north look at Atlanta. I want to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't hear about no rats.
Nah, I'm talking about just wanting to go to visit just to be able to see it.
But I bet they want to come down there for some chicken though. I bet they get good fried chicken down there.
Southern food, shit like that. And we want to go out there for their food.
We gonna go at that bitch and go like, this what it is, huh?
Is it?
Be mad at hell though. Get up there and taste a piece of fried chicken. Like, this ain't no chicken.
It look just like Atlanta.
Disrespect that shit. It be disrespectful for like these ain't no real collard green, bro. Hey, who made these?
That's how they'll act when they
who macaroni?
That's how they'll act when they come get the pizza.
Yeah, they better not come here for the pizza. Don't come here for the pizza.
Cheese steaks and shit like that.
Nah, don't go to Philly. We got some great place for the cheese steaks, but don't come down here strictly for that. You are known for your pizza.
Yeah.
We known for Southern food. So don't come down here for that other shit. Southern food is what we got to stand out. Barbecue and anything Southern, we putting our foot in that motherfucker. You go get something good there. Now the other shit is extra. But you ain't coming down here for that extra shit. You coming out here for what? That Southern or that goddamn barbecue.
That Southern smoke.
And that desserts. The sweets. They ain't got sweets nowhere in the country like we got, bro. Just for the record, I want to just say that.
Nah, they ain't got the shit we got.
They ain't got the sweets like we got everywhere, bro. Nigga done had cakes down here, go back up there and spit on them. This ain't no cake. This ain't no macaroni. Never mind, I don't know why I just started a food war with the North, bro. Sorry.
They don't want no smoke.
Cali sit y'all ass down. We ain't talking about nothing on the West Coast, so just y'all beaches.
I didn't even know they had beaches.
Beaches, bro? California?
Long Beach.
No, they got beaches though.
Florida got beaches, man.
Oh, I forgot about Florida beaches though. So
Florida got all the
see, here we
beaches.
go. See, we ain't not finna do that. The South got everything though. We do got everything.
Yeah.
Get you in Atlanta, go to Miami. It's all on the South.
Come on, man. You ain't even gotta go to Miami. Destin, Pensacola,
Some beaches around.
Daytona. Nigga, every city in Florida down there got a beach.
But every city down there in California got a beach too, though.
Yeah. But that ain't like.
We don't know that.
That ain't like Florida, though.
Maybe.
You feel me?
They all share the same water. They just call it their beach. I never thought about that just now.
Yeah.
It's all the same water.
Yeah.
This just 5 beaches. So California,
Ocean, though.
California got an ocean too, cuz.
Yeah.
There ain't no ocean.
Yeah.
You can't talk about their beaches until you go see their beach.
Fuck they beach.
No, don't do that.
They come to our beach.
I don't think they come to our
Miami
beaches.
the hot spot.
I don't think they come to our
the country.
I don't think they come to our beaches though. They probably just go to Miami.
They want to
spot.
come to our beach.
For what?
Cause it's a hot spot.
They got their own hot spot beaches.
They got to come to the South, man.
I mean, California don't got to come here for the beaches.
They don't have to come here to go to a beach.
Okay.
No. But the most popular is Miami.
I can believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
But not for the beach.
You got to come to the South.
Okay. Here you go, man.
To the side.
I ain't meant to start no beef.
Like PLC, nigga.
I ain't want to start no beef with these people, man.
Got to come to the side.
But shout out New York and y'all peace. I'll be out there to get a couple of slices. I'm getting a couple of slices.
New York ain't no beach? Hell no.
Yeah. They got a beach.
They do?
Yeah. They got some beach up there somewhere. Like at Don Hamptons and shit. They got a beach up there. They got a beach. I ain't saying it's like a southern beach. They probably got one of them cold beaches to it. You know, I know they got beaches up there though.
Yeah.
No disrespect to their beaches. They go to their beaches.
They ain't got them bad beaches.
Bad beaches.
Bad.
I like that. Bad beaches.
Man, they got them bad beaches in the South.
Bad beaches in the South.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go to Pensacola Beach.
Love Pensacola. Second home.
Goddamn Panama
Third
City
home.
Beach.
Third home. Huh?
You go to goddamn Fort Myers Beach.
Nigga,
I don't know if they got a beach or not.
Nigga, go to Callaway Gardens Beach.
Come on, man.
No, they don't have a beach. I'm being sarcastic.
Come on, man.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna I'm not gonna beat them up at all. We're not gonna beat their beach up.
It's a beach.
That's not a beach. That's a man-made lake.
It's a beach in Atlanta somewhere.
But that's not a beach. Callaway Gardens is not a beach. We're not gonna.
The one in Atlanta ain't a beach either.
That's not a beach.
I don't think it's a beach in Atlanta. What the fuck am I talking about?
It might be a lake that they call a beach, like they do Callaway Gardens. Because that's not a beach.
No.
I've been in some beaches before. I've been in some bad beaches.
Yeah. Deep in the beaches.
Come on. I've been deep in these bad beaches, bro. So I know when it ain't no real
I've been in places where there beaches everywhere.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever looked around and seen nothing but beaches?
Come on, man.
Callaway Gardens ain't no beach. That's a lake.
Okay.
I've been in some lakes before. You know what the water tastes like when you go up on it and come back up? Lake.
I've been to some lakes. Some nice lakes.
Great lakes. Great. But they ain't bad like no bad beaches. You ain't got no lakes tapping the beaches.
I ain't been to the beach as an adult in my life at all.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you then. I don't know what to say to you.
I definitely ain't getting in the water.
Don't matter. There's other stuff to do at the beach. Barbecue. Put your sand, sit on the sand. Get hot as fuck, because when you're on the beach, it be hot as a motherfucker.
I just want to go to the beach, though. I want to go.
You don't want to
I'm
go.
the type of nigga be on the beach with tennis shoes.
You ain't gonna do that, no.
Nah.
It's too hot.
I don't even wear tennis shoes,
Yeah, it's too hot for that.
I mean, that bitch.
It's too hot. It's too hot for that. We go on our annual beach trip. You guys are always welcome, but fuck you. So,
What beach you going to?
my third home.
Panama City. I mean, Pensacola Beach.
It's third home, man. It's my third home. My third home. Barbecue on the grill. Weenies.
I just want to stay at a hotel on the beach.
Weenies.
Shit like that. Airbnb or something. Walk on the sand, walk out to the water.
You don't even get on the water, so we ain't even talking about
Nah, I'm just going to let it hit my feet a little bit.
Yeah, man, shut up, man. You don't even want to do nothing. He ain't talking about that.
Like that. Hey, let it hit my feet. Run up out of there.
That sounds really... No, I wouldn't. I don't want to see you do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want to see you do that. the seawater is good for your locks, though.
Yeah, I might dip my hair.
You know, dip my hair now. Yeah, I'm definitely can't wait to go this year because you know I'm kind of sexy. But we'll talk about that on the next episode. My sexiness.
I'd rather not. But.
I mean, you know, it's that's not for you. It's more for the listeners that want to hear about my sexiness. Oh wait, side note. All you motherfuckers that want to come to the Live from the Apartment season 2, right? Make sure y'all hit me, DM and all that great shit. For you other motherfuckers that's already said y'all coming, shout out to y'all motherfuckers. And you know what I'm saying, shout out to y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying, we in that motherfucker Live from the Apartments though. If you guys are interested, you can always just DM me because I don't want to give out that information like on the like that. But it will be posted. It's secret location. There's some secret shit going on. But this is the first show of 2021, so it's Live from the Apartment season 2. So y'all come out and y'all can see some exclusive shit that we got going on this week, and on top of that, some exclusive shit as my set. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to make sure I got to say that because if I don't say that, I forget to say my own shit sometimes. Yeah. And you're supposed to say that shit on our platform, like supposed to make sure we say something about shit like that. Fuck y'all in my kitchen doing. But yeah, man. What else on your mind, my brother?
I mean, we're a couple hours in.
Yeah. We gave them a great episode again. Shout out to Joe Budden and them trying to block us, Charlamagne, DJ Academic.
Keep blocking. Keep blocking.
Y'all keep blocking, but we know y'all trying to get with us, so just hit us, man. Y'all want us on the network. We done.
Just say that.
Yeah, you ain't got to goddamn.
Ah, damn.
You ain't got to keep going about it the way y'all going about it. Blocking us. Stop blocking us.
Just
blocking us. All the blocking us. If y'all niggas keep trying, ain't no stopping us. Why y'all blocking us? All the blocking us. Hey.
Yep. That just happened. Cabin. Match One Podcast. Match One _ podcast on IG. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all follow, subscribe, check us out. Share, tell somebody about this shit, man. For real, help a black podcast out.
Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all share, subscribe, and like. All that great shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tell somebody about this shit, man,
All right, my nigga. That's it, my brother.
Smoke some weed to this shit. Pass a pill to this shit.
Oh, man, you rapping? Yeah. Was you rapping just then?
Nah, I just want to, give a little guidance. Y'all do some drugs and listen to this shit.
Let's not. We don't encourage it, bro.
Get you some perk. You know what I'm saying? Get some goddamn oxy, whatever you fuck with. Anything like that.
Man, let's not.
Get some jiggle.
Let's not encourage it.
You know what I'm saying? Snatch a line.
Okay, so that's somebody for us this week, man. We are.
Get your mushroom and cut this shit on.
I don't think we should talk about no more drugs. We already done enticed. They're gonna probably think we try to entice.
Pop your little heroin.
Okay, yeah, Match One Podcast, man. We see y'all motherfuckers next episode, man.
Out of here.
Niggas about to air.